Storm, and this is a video showing you step by step how to set up your Google Classroom. Now, Google Classroom is going to be your assignment distribution system. It's a place for you to put all your assignments, set due dates, and allow your students to get access to it. So, the first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you are logged in to Google using your Utah Military Academy email address. Okay, use your utahmilitaryacademy.org email address. If you use a private email address like mine down here, then you're not going to be able to have access to Google Classroom. It's only through your UMA email address. So I'm logged in. So up here in your browser bar, you're going to want to type classroom.google.com, and mine autofills because I've been there before, but classroom.google.com. That's how you can get to Google Classroom. And when I hit enter, it's going to pull up all the classes that I already have. For you, if you've never been to Google Classroom before, your page is going to look a lot different from mine. What you'll see is a big chalkboard looking thing, and then you will see a plus button up at the top. Oh, actually, first you're going to see down here it'll say, am I a teacher, or are you a teacher, or are you a student? You're going to want to click I am a teacher, and then there'll be this plus here, and that plus is to either join or create a class. Now, as teachers, obviously, you're going to want to create a new class. So this is how simple it is. So I'm going to create a class, and let's say that this class is Digital Business Applications, if I can remember how to type. So Digital Business Applications, and it's in the CTE section because it's in the CTE department. All my classes, except for this one and that one, they're all pretty much CTE. So Digital Business Applications. Put my section. Now, section is optional. You can use it if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And I'm going to click Create. And there it is. So it created my Google Classroom page. That is all set up now. The profile up here, so the picture, the header image, the name that I gave it, the section. Here's my email. It's all there. My Google profile stuff is here, my picture and all that. I can change my theme here. I mean, I really like this for the business, but let's go ahead and change a different theme. It's just to show you how that works. So there's a couple of presets that show up here. Let's see. Let's go with this robot one. Why not? And we'll make that the class theme. Now it'll change the header, and it'll also change the color scheme. So that's pretty cool. Or you can upload your own personal photo if you create your own personal or a header image that you want to use up here. You can upload that as well, but we're not going to do that today. So that's it. Your class is set up. Now you have a class in Google Classroom. When you build a new Google Classroom, it automatically builds a new Google Calendar for your classroom. So when you create an assignment and you set a due date, it will already have a due date attached. It will pop that into your Google Calendar for this specific class. And it also creates a Google Drive folder. In your Google Drive, it creates a folder where assignments and stuff go into it. So all that's right there. Here on the About page, you can put in description of the class. You can talk about where the class is. Your email address is here. You can invite other teachers. If it's a class where two teachers are teaching the same class, you can invite another teacher to manage this class as well. This, you can change it if you want. I usually leave this stuff pretty blank, but it's up to you. Students, you're not going to have any students, but all you have to do is give the students this code. All you have to do is give your students in that class this code. When they log into Google Classroom and they say, I'm a student, and they click Join Class, it's going to ask them for a code. And all they have to do is type in this code, and they're automatically invited into your class. Another way you can do it is you can click Invite, and you can just send emails to all the people you want to invite to your class, if that's what you'd like to do. I find it easier to do it here. Now, we're going to look at the stream. This is the main page here. This is where all your assignments are going to go. We can go on the tour, but that's what this video is for, so we don't need the tour. We're going to ignore it. I'm going to show you how to create a post. So I want to create an announcement, just something that says hello to all my students. Hey class. And so this is just going to give them this text. I can attach stuff to it. I can attach folders or files from my computer. I can go to recent files that I've attached from my drive, and I can go to my drive and look at everything that I have on my drive. So whatever I want. I've got pictures of people in there. Anyway, I can look at my drive and see everything that I have in there, or I can just look at my starred items in my drive, which I don't have anything starred right now because it's a new year. I can do links to YouTube videos. So I can find YouTube, or I can search. So let's say I want to do funny classroom videos. I can actually search classrooms here, or I can search videos here, and I can grab one and post it. So we'll do funny classroom jokes. We'll add that. Now your students aren't going to have access to YouTube, so I would only do this for things that you want them to look at home if you choose to do so. I can also paste a link to another website if I want to do that. Now down here, when I click on this arrow, this allows me to choose which classes I want this to post. So if you have, let's say, 5 sections of one class, so you have 5 periods, and they're all the same class, and you have all the same assignments, whenever you build an assignment in one class, you can just choose to post it to all the other classes that share that assignment. And you can post it all at once. As you can see, when I make changes, it saves things automatically down here because it's all on the cloud. So there's no need to save anything. I can either post it right away, or I can go here and schedule for it to post whenever I want it to schedule, whenever I want it to post, or I can just save it as a draft. But I'm going to click post, and it automatically pops up, hey class, and then a link to my YouTube video that I wanted to link. Now, this is just an announcement. This is not an assignment, okay? If I want to create an assignment, I go down here, click create assignment. And now I can do summer worksheet. Fill out the worksheet and turn it in. Okay. I can change my due date here. So I want it to be due, we'll have it due Monday, why not? And I can change my time. It automatically defaults to 11:59, which is what I like. And then I can add a worksheet. So I'm going to go to my drive. And I've got all these that these teachers turned in. That's Amber's. So this is my template. So this is my teacher summer template for my assignment. I'm going to click add. And then I get these options here, this option right here. I can either have the students be able to just view the file, I can have the students edit the file, or I can have it make a copy for each student. If I select edit file, then every student will be editing the same file. So if a student makes changes, every other student will see those changes. For this worksheet, I don't want that. I want to make a copy for each student. Okay. Again, I can also post links to videos. I can pick which class I want it to be posted to, and I can change whether or not I want to schedule it or just do it right now. I'm going to do it right now. So I click it, and it posts. Now, notice that I made this first, and I made this second, and this showed up on top. Okay, so this is kind of in reverse order from what it makes sense to me. The newer items are going to float to the top. These items down here are going to go to the bottom. But I can move items around. So I can move an item to the top if I want. So I can flip them around if I'd like. Also, I can edit a post that I've already created here if I want to. So that's something I can do there as well. So now I have this worksheet. When a student clicks on it, or when they open it up, it's going to say Teacher Summer, and then it's going to have their name next to it, so they know it's their instance of that assignment. And they can open this up in Docs, fill it out, turn it into me, and I'll be able to see it. Okay, So there's other things you can do. You can do create question. You can reuse posts that you've done in the past. All kinds of stuff there. One last thing that I want to show you. If you click on the 3 lines up here, it opens your total menu. You can go to your classes page, your calendar, which shows all of your classes here, what assignments are ready or are due. You can go to work, and work shows you what assignments you have that are due recently and how many students are done with those assignments and which ones you need to grade. It's pretty nice. And then you have all your classes here, you have archived, and then you have settings. So this menu is pretty cool too. I'm going to go back to my classes, and I'm going to go into digital business, and I want to go to my about page and go to view in classroom. Oh, sorry, not that. I want to view in Google Calendar. So in my Google Calendar, I'm going to filter it by month. Those assignments that I created automatically get added onto my Google Calendar. That assignment that I created automatically adds to my Google Calendar. I don't have to do anything else. And if I change a due date, it'll automatically change. So I can edit this event here, and I can change it to, let's say I want it to be due on Tuesday. I can change it here, save. And now, when I go back to my Google Classroom and I go to my stream, it should update my due date here. Let's go here. It did not. So, never mind. So if you change it here, though, it will change it on your calendar. So we'll make it Friday. So let's make sure, make sure you change it here, because then it'll change it in your calendar automatically. It doesn't work the other way around. Okay, cool. So when we get to building a website, which we're going to do next, when we embed our calendar, all we have to do is change the due dates in Google Classroom, and it'll automatically update our calendar. Okay? So any other questions about, if you have any questions about Google Classroom, just come talk to me and I can help you out individually, but that should be enough for you to get your classes set up and start populating assignments. All right.